depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we've firstly got some new lovely secret rare cards in Pokemon GO that we need to have a little bit of a look at. But also, I've got some predictions I feel really good about as to what most, if not all, of the other the other secret rares might be. We'll know them at the end of the week. They will be out in Japan. But for now, we got two confirmed to talk about today and a bunch of predictions. Now, the first one is one that we actually knew was coming because we saw it fanned out in a YouTube video just a couple of days ago. And that is Professor's Research Willow, but as a full art card. How cool is that? The answer is, of course, very cool, extremely cool. We like it. This is awesome. It's a card we saw the other day, and it is just Professor Willow, of course, or Professor's Research Willow. And we saw Professor's Research Willow a while ago. It's been released as a promo card in a bunch of different languages. Although exactly how it's been given out is awkward, because not every country has had it, and it's been, because of the whole Dan Bennett cancelling a bunch of events, it's gotten a little bit awkward. But it is out there, and it is just Professor's Research, and as other people like the lovely Poketage have pointed out, we've got full art Professor's Research. We've had full art Professor's Research all over the place. We had one in the Sword and Shield base set. That is, of course, your Professor Magnolia full art. We had Professor Oak full art that came around as part of Celebrations. And then we recently, or soon, depending on where you are and how long it's been delayed, either have gotten or will be getting the Professor Juniper full art in that premium tournament collection. So, hey, now if you really want, we've got 4 different prints of Professor's Research with 4 different professors, all in full art. It's a great card. It's a staple in a bunch of decks. Or at least it was before we all started building decks a bit differently nowadays. But it's discard your hand, draw 7, fast, aggressive, great. Of course, we know that it will be kept in the format a little bit longer. It is getting a reprint. It's got an updated, regulation mark. The one on the screen here, Professor Willow, is regulation mark F. So it's going to be around for at least 2 more years yet. It's a great card. It's something to get excited about. The other one that we've gone and had revealed is, I believe, the last of the alternate art cards we're going to be getting in this particular set. And that is Conkeldurr. And this is where where two things go head to head. Because on the one hand, I love when the cards look like they're taken straight out of the game. So I really appreciate that this Conkeldurr special art is in a pose that could have come straight from Pokemon GO. Why did it have to be a 3D render? Why could this not have been, it pretty much this exact same thing, but why couldn't it have been a Rita, or Okacheke, or Hayaganosuke, or T-Zero, or any of the other million great artists around in the TCG at the moment? Why could they not have said, I want Conkeldurr in a stadium being watched by a bunch of fans, go, and we could have had the same kind of basic pose, but we could have had it in such a cooler art style. I like this card, but I think if pretty much any artist had done it, it would have looked cooler than it does in 3D here. So it's very much like the Mewtwo I showed you the other day. I love the pose, and I love that it looks like it's come straight from Pokemon GO, but I'm afraid I don't like the fact that it's 3D rendered. I wish it had been drawn by one of the many, many, many super talented artists around. And as I told you the other day, I don't see a contradiction there, at all. Love that we've got the pose that came from Pokemon GO. Don't like the fact that it is a 3D render. It's a little bit sad. Of course, the Mewtwo, we've already had confirmation of the alternate art, which is coming in the V-Battle deck, and the full art, which is coming in the Elite Trainer box. So this does make 4 different prints of Mewtwo V all in the same place, all in the same set, which is a little bit weird, but you know what? I'm willing to allow it. So they're the new ones that we've gone and been shown, and that's made me sit down and have a look at the list. And I've made a list, and it's a list I feel pretty good about up till the last known number, and then I've got a bunch of predictions which I can't possibly give numbers to. You'll see when we get there. So the first one we've actually got confirmed is the Mewtwo V Secret Rare, the alternate art, which is number 74 of 71. We are going by the Japanese numbering here for pretty obvious reasons. We've not seen all these cards in English, so we kind of have to go by the Japanese numbering. So that leaves us with 2 coming earlier, and I'm fairly sure that means that 72 is Full Art Alolan Executor, and 73 is Full Art Mewtwo. Now, we know that we are getting Full Art Mewtwo as part of the Elite Trainer Box. Whether you get the regular or the Pokemon Center exclusive, it doesn't matter. They are both going to be featuring that Full Art of Mewtwo. Japan is not. That is not something which is coming out over in Japan. So for that reason, they need to get it at some point, and it makes perfect sense that it would just be in there. Like I say, there is a perfect space left for it. There are literally 2 secret rares before the special art of Mewtwo, and Full Art Alolan Executor, Full Art Mewtwo. It just makes too much sense. I would prefer it if it was Full Art and Special Art Alolan Executor, and Japan was getting Full Art Mewtwo in a different way. But I feel like if they were getting it in a different way at this stage, we would have been told already. The fact that we haven't been told is unfortunately in itself kind of telling. By the way, as I'm going through here, I'm making assumptions that it works like our regular sets. So if you look at something like Astral Radiance, just as an example, all of the Pokemon V from Astral Radiance got a full art where a full art existed, and that's been the case for sets now. Where there are full arts, i.e. they're regular sets, they're not promos, because promos don't always have full arts, there is a full art in the set. So I'm going on the assumption that all the Pokemon V are getting full arts, because judging by many sets, that's a fair assumption to make. Now, 74, we've got confirmed Mewtwo V as a secret rare. And we've got 76, which confirms Conkeldurr V as a super rare, the alternate art, the one I just showed you. So that all but guarantees that 75 is the full art of Conkeldurr. When I say all but guarantees, what I mean is we're expecting a full art of every Pokemon V, because that's the way it goes. There is exactly 1 space between the special art of Mewtwo and Conkeldurr, so it's going to be full art Conkeldurr unless Pokemon does something different, unless they change things up, which is unlikely, but possible, which is why it's not confirmed. We've then got 3 more spaces for Pokemon before the first full art supporter comes in with Candela at number 80. So as far as I'm concerned, this has to be the full art of Melmetal, the full art of Dragonite, and the full art of Slacking. Again, this is not confirmed, but if we go under the assumption that all of the Pokemon V are getting full arts, and we should because that's the way it's worked for a long time, there are 3 spaces between the special rare of Conkeldurr and the full art of Candela, and it makes way too much sense that they would be the full arts of Melmetal and Dragonite and Slacking. Now the next 4 we've actually all got confirmed. Number 80 is a full art of Candela, 81 is a full art of Spark, 82 is the aforementioned full art of Professor's Research Willow, and at 83 we've got the full art of Blanche. Do remember that only one of those supporters is going to be in our regular set, and that is Willow, because we've got those 3 special collections featuring the full arts of the supporters. And again, it's not confirmed that those supporters have been taken out of our set, but we've got many sets, we've got years worth of data that tell us when full arts and such are used as promos, they are removed from the regular set. So they could be in there, but it's very, very unlikely that they will be. So this is what we've got, and this part I feel very, very confident about. On the screen we got a list, anything in brackets is unconfirmed, anything not in brackets is confirmed and official and announced. Unless Pokemon really change up the way they've done things so far, this is what your secret rare lineup is going to look like up to the secret rare of Blanche. But then we've got the extra stuff. You should be expecting a rainbow rare of Mewtwo and Dragonite and Melmetal. And the reason very simply is, these are the V-Stars and V-Maxes, all V-Stars and all V-Maxes have rainbow rares in the set. So for instance, in Astral Radiance, we saw rainbow rares of all of the V-Star like Palkia, but then also the V-Maxes like Machamp. You should be expecting them to be in there. Similarly, you should be expecting rainbow rares of the supporters, and the reason is extremely simple. If we take any random supporter from Astral Radiance, let's take Kamado. Oh look, there's a full art and a rainbow rare. Expect rainbow rares of all three of the team leaders, and expect a rainbow rare of Professor's Research Willow. These are not confirmed, but they are very, 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 very likely, because go back through the last however many sets, all the way back to the Sword and Shield base, I told you that there was a full art of Professor's Research Willow. Well, there was also a rainbow rare. When they get full arts, they also get rainbow rares. This is just the way it is. V-Stars get rainbow rares, V-Maxes get rainbow rares, full art supporters get rainbow rares. It would be extremely surprising at this stage if that didn't happen. Not guaranteed, but very, very likely. And you can also expect a gold V-Star Mewtwo, because in every set we get one gold V-Star. Now in Astral Radiance there were actually 3, Palkia, Dialga and Samurott, but the reason is there were 3 Japanese sets. Samurott came from Battle Region, Palkia came from Space Juggler, Dialga came from Time Gazer, so there were actually only 1 gold in each of the Japanese sets, but there were 3 Japanese sets that made up Astral Radiance, hence getting 3 of the gold V-Star. But you should expect very, very strongly to be getting a gold Mewtwo V-Star, but not like a Dragonite or anything like that. You should be expecting just to get the Mewtwo. And then there might be other gold cards. We have absolutely no idea. I would love a gold Pokestop, that would be cool, or a gold Lure module, or any of the other cool things we've seen. All of this is completely unconfirmed. We don't know. If we go back to a set like Astral Radiance, because, I don't know, we've been using that as an example throughout the video so far, it makes sense that we continue to do so. There were a bunch of gold things. You know, there was a gold trekking shoes, for instance. Although there was also some from previous sets. So maybe there'll be other gold cards, maybe there won't. That, I'm afraid, I couldn't tell you one way or the other. So here's a complete list. Up till 83, like I say, I think I've nailed it. Just following the patterns from previous sets. After that, I'm expecting Rainbow Rare V-Stars and V-Maxes, Rainbow Rare Supporters, a Gold Mewtwo V-Star, and maybe some other gold cards. But at this stage, we don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. We will know the full list by the end of the week because it's going to be out in Japan. But right now, that's the list, and I feel pretty good about it. But I want to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.